Hello, everyone. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-hosts, Dr. Roo and Banjo.
How are we, guys?
I'm good. How are you
Banjo looks
guys?
like he's, Banjo looks like he's frozen in time.
That's not
Ban, you there,
always
bro?
that's not always a bad thing.
Oh, his team won tonight. It must be buoyant. I mean, maybe he's, I don't know, bouncing.
I don't know what he's doing there. Are you with us, Banjo?
Ban, you're out.
Yeah, all good, thanks.
There you go.
Okay.
That's better. That's
What's
better.
going on?
No,
You were
you just froze
frozen.
in time, bro. You've just frozen in time.
But anyway,
Yeah.
Have
an
I
event.
frozen?
You're right now. You're good. Everything's good.
Right, so eventful week of football, weekend or uneventful. I don't know. What can we say? Let's start with, let's start with the Arsenal game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Back,
it was.
they went back to the top of the table.
Did you watch it, Super?
And I was on my way back from Anfield, didn't get to watch that game.
Yeah, I mean, a wonderful goal to win any game. I mean, deserving of winning
Yeah.
any game, but a
I saw
very
the goal.
flat,
Yeah,
yeah, a
nice
very
finish.
flat and nervy performance. Not helped again by the jittery fan base as well. What I found fascinating was the actual final whistle, the mixed reaction of the players on their haunches, knackered, some of them laying down, and then you got Arteta, vamos, vamos, vamos. I'm like, where are we at here? Are we on the same page? As in, are Arsenal on the same page here? You know, it was but yeah, very cagey, and Vissa missed the golden chance to nick a
Oh
point. And
gosh, what an opportunity that was! Yeah,
yeah,
Well, I mean, look, this stage of the season, it's not so much about the vintage performances, right? It's
definitely
about
points on the board.
getting results
Yeah.
at any end of a table. You know, it's not about champagne football right now, is it?
no,
It's not, but there's a caveat. There's a slight caveat to their games because of this goal difference question mark.
Okay.
Um, I was never expecting it to be against Newcastle or against Fulham. I think what they're hoping for is to be there or thereabouts on the goal difference trail when Burnley turn up, penultimate
Right.
game. And we know there's nothing guaranteed on paper, but they'll be on the beach for sure. They're down, they're dead and buried. It should be a vociferous Emirates, and that's maybe where they're looking at, or maybe that's how he's looking at it. But yeah, job done, simply job done.
yeah, I
Okay.
see it like that as well. I spoke to a couple of Arsenal fans after the game, and they were more like they were disappointed because they hadn't got more than one goal. But I was like, no,
Yeah,
listen, just get the points, just get the wins. I don't think either team's going to go to the very end by getting maximum points anyway. So you just got to make sure you get your points and then see where it takes you.
Well,
Obviously,
so
you'd
Banjo,
like
you
to
can
get
see
more points.
points being dropped from here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I can see nervy games, Ban. I don't know about. I think they might get the job done, all of them, like at both sides, all
To
games.
win,
But
yeah, still, it's a lot of games. I don't think City's capable of going on a
We,
run. I don't
we
think.
didn't say a
Yeah.
lot of games. There's 4 games, no?
yeah, one's got five, the other's got four.
It
Yeah,
was
nine
five.
games
It
of
was
football.
five before the weekend.
Yeah,
To expect both teams to go 5 games to
I
win
tell you
all
what
five.
is fascinating at the moment again, because obviously to an extent we're sitting in the neutral camp, us four, just watching things kind of unfold top and bottom. Is every goal that gets scored has an effect, top and
Yeah,
bottom. Like so,
Some would argue we're
it,
not neutral.
and we're now. I'm talking about we're not in the race either way. But we're like when West Ham scored, that all of a sudden changed the dynamics again because, or rather, when Spurs scored, because if West Ham won and Spurs lost, that West Ham game
Wait,
would have less on it
wait.
against Arsenal.
So we're going to the bottom of the table now.
I'm just saying the way it twists and turns. I watched those last few minutes in those
Well,
games, and it was like, bloody hell, 1 minute someone's buoyant, the next minute someone's on the floor.
I think it's going to
It's
be
an
like
amazing
that.
time of year.
Yeah,
a
it's going to be
Man
like that
City,
until the end of the season. I think.
a Man City, is it first team to make 4 FA Cup finals on the trot?
But that's an interesting thing you say there. I'm glad you brought it up now because so many Arsenal fans took a lot out of that game because they were looking at it thinking, well, everyone's telling us it was, we should have beaten Southampton and like dead and buried and that championship team. But look at City.
Yeah,
They
but
struggled against them.
hang on, hang on.
Hang on what?
Arsenal, Didn't they have a stronger team out against Southampton?
I don't think there's a fucking shit team out at that City field. It was a good team. And by the 79th minute, all the big
So,
boys were on when
well,
Southampton went 1 up.
minute. But
No,
okay,
I'm just saying,
neither here
it's
nor
going to
there.
be
But look,
cagey.
they made another FA Cup final, and
Yeah.
like I said, I don't think this stage of the season it's not about convincing big wins. Yes, goal difference does come into it, but it's just getting points.
I agree with you, Super. But the thing with Arsenal, okay, they played well against City last week, but they still lost. Other than that game, they've not played well for a while. So it does make you wonder. It is about results. It is about getting the 3 points. But carry on playing like that, and you're going to slip up.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
interesting. They're playing Atletico this week,
Yeah.
and I don't think they can afford a performance like that.
And yet again, a
So
toothless front three.
yeah,
Yeah. Havertz looks like he might be injured for a little bit. I mean, I heard today it might not be as bad as first thought. Eze, I think, is precautionary, but it looks blunt. It looks void of anything up there. The only positive for them, and I know we've got differences of opinions to an extent, is Saka already made a difference. In the 5 minute cameo, he came on compared to Madueke. So, if they can keep him fit, potentially that will help them in their cause. But the irony is that you look at the two sides of those Champions League games, Atletico are on a worse run than Arsenal domestically. I think that was their first win in like 8 or something the other night.
really.
Yeah, so you got this classic affair of two beautiful teams on the one side, and then you got this other ugly affair on the right hand side, and you're thinking like, bloody hell, I mean, what finals do you end up
A lot of people I've been speaking to actually think Madrid going to cause them a lot of problems.
I don't know. It depends on Arteta and how he feels. I mean, they beat him 4-0, didn't they, earlier in the season? I know it was at the Emirates. So,
But they were saying they beat them 4-0, but I was listening to a correspondent on the radio, Spanish, and he was saying it's a different Madrid Atletico team now from back then. But like you say, if they were clearly not in form either, so I'm not sure how much different they are. But I just don't think you could carry on playing like Arsenal have been,
no.
and to come out with either trophy, they've got to start. I know what you're saying, Mario. The 3 points are important, and that's all what mattered the other day. If I was an Arsenal fan the other day, I would have been content with that. But you need to see a bit more, because the worry is carry on performing like that, and you're gonna let's just say they're gonna fuck it all up. So
they're not going to go and beat a Newcastle 3-4-0, guys. I can't see it.
it wasn't that. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the goal suit, the actual performance. Like you said, you were coming back, so you didn't see it. It was flat. It was flat, and it was nervy.
If I said to you, like you said, you didn't see. If I said to you at the end of the game, Newcastle were the better team at the Emirates, considering the run that Howe's been on and how much kind of abuse we've given him, and again, you could argue Arsenal haven't been on a great run, but I'm not saying they got outplayed, but it was chalk and cheese at times, and I was like, what's going on? This is a team, a wounded animal in Newcastle. Go away and finish them off. They're on the floor, but they allowed them in, and they played football, and as I said, in the end, they could have nicked a point easily, deservingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they didn't, and it goes on. And Eddie Howe's miserable run continues.
It does.
What is that now?
To that,
what is that run? Anyone know? Because I just can't remember the last time.
6 in a row, 6 defeats in a row.
I don't know.
That's terrible.
Guimaraes back, so that will give them a bit of hope. And but look, bottom of the table, quite up down there.
Yeah, really exciting as well.
And look, I'm not going to jump on the Spurs bandwagon. They did win their first game of the year, so well done to Spurs on that.
Yeah.
No sarcasm there at all, but yeah, it's only taken to the end of April. I think I've heard they've won 3 league games in 6 months.
I don't know as far back as beyond, like I said, the 27th of December.
October the 27th, 28th, they've won 3 league games.
Yeah. Wow. So there's a little bit of an argument. I remember.
By the way, 6 months, which are core season months. Yeah, it's not like I'm saying 6 months April till October. where you're saying there's 2 months there's no football or three
No, but
months.
I remember you asking the question last week or maybe the week before about was it right that they got rid of Frank, and when they got rid of him? Well, yeah, you argued they had the points on the board and he probably would have gotten more than we're seeing today. But if you're going back to October, Super, he was in charge, full on. It turned ugly pretty quick, and I go back to it. The decision to bring in Tudor was arguably one of the worst in Premier League history. So I think that might come back to haunt them, because clearly De Zerbi's got a tune out of them.
Actually, a thought came in my mind the other day. Has there ever been a season where there's been some worst appointments of managers? There's been some shockers this season.
There's been some shockers. It's not just in our league, but we opened the season with the Scottish League as well, and
Forest had on their fourth of the season, so just alone.
Forest, obviously
Spurs are on their third.
But just, I mean, it's interesting you say Forest, just to talk about
Chelsea.
the whole relegation thing.
Chelsea,
what's the whole relegation thing though, Super, is again, what's the Forest coach called? I forget his name.
Pereira.
He's just gotten back to doing almost what the previous manager, the one at West Ham now. Like he's just unlocked it again, and they look the most in form of the bottom four. But West Ham look like they've got the most fight. Like they're grinding. I mean, when Dewsbury Hall equalises, you're like, oh my God. And clearly the fans were hearing that Spurs had just scored.
Yeah.
But they went again and again. And, sometimes you talk about forgotten men. Credit to Callum Wilson.
Yeah, but the game bit shot at the moment, and I'm not happy with all these decisions. I mean, that was a handball, right? Stonewall. He's punched it. He's punched the ball.
Which one?
Fernandez punched the ball.
Fernandez. Which goal?
West Ham. Everton. He's punched the ball.
All I saw, the second goal.
Not in the goal. Just as there was a penalty decision.
Right.
Went to VAR.
Oh, no, sorry. Yes, the grapple one. Where I agree.
Punched the ball.
Super. There was a few though. How bad was our old mate? And I'm holding back. I said tonight, I promised a few people I won't lose it. But I absolutely hate Pickford. Like, I despise him. I think he's an awful human being. I don't even know the guy.
Before we go on to that,
no, we're in the same game. We're in the same sphere here, man. He should have won.
But this is teams are going to go down. Jobs could go.
Yeah. We
can't have this poor level of officiating in the game.
Yeah, but if you're going to talk about poor level of officiating, let's go back 2 weeks ago when Martinez got sent off for
ridiculous.
Yeah, but did you see what Cameron did yesterday?
Ridiculous. I know.
The same thing.
I know.
What do you mean? What's different?
I don't think it was the same thing. I think he's gone. I think Calvert-Lewin went to do it and pulled pulled back from doing it.
100% Super. Because as much as
Martinez did do it.
You might question Correa. His hair was pulled.
His hair was pulled. What's the difference? You can't say Martinez pulled it harder. He pulled his hair. My point is, I don't think either send it off.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
But you can't just pick and choose. And it was the same VAR guy. I think his name's John Brooks, the one who sent off Martinez, and he did nothing for Gabriel against City. Now work this one out.
Look, let's not gloss over Pickford. I want to hear your opinions, please.
Pickford. I don't listen. I can understand.
He's come out. He does that challenge like that, but
he's caught the geezer's ankle. He's going to break his ankle. How is that not a red card?
Well, it wasn't with Van Dijk.
Have you seen it, man, properly?
No, I've not seen it. I'll be honest.
It wasn't with Van Dijk, and it wasn't
he's
again
having
the
a go
other day.
at Totty, whatever his name is, Tatty. Having a go at him like it's the geezer's fault. He did the same to Van Dijk. He's disgusting. Geezer's awful. Hate him. It's one of the reasons I watch England games and I think to myself, I hope you lose because of you bastard.
Do you know
You're
what?
an awful person. Can't stand him.
I sit differently. Obviously,
Well, I've seen people say
I think personally he's a character.
No one says that about me, Superman. No one.
A lot of people have said about you.
No one says that sort of level of abuse about me. They might not like me, but not to that level.
There he goes.
Go on, man. Go on, leave
No.
me.
I think he's a bit of a character. I mean, I've been behind the goal against Everton. He's quite, I don't know, he's just always chatting, always talking, always bouncing around. It's almost like he just can't stop moving. He does all these facial expressions. I don't know. I don't know. I could understand why, obviously, you feel like that. He took your captain out for a whole season or whatever it was. But I, I quite like him as a character.
Pick for the side.
I'm not seeing that challenge this weekend.
Who's going down?
I still think Spurs, but it's going to be tight. I really do think it's going to be tight. Because I tell you why, I think Leeds will lose both the games against West Ham and Spurs. They're away games there. I think Forest are going to have one eye on this Villa double leg game. And Forest have got the hardest games on paper, but I just think it's going to be tight. Goes to the last day, but Spurs will go down. Forget the badge. Forget the badge and look at the logic.
Yeah, the logic
tells you.
The logic is Spurs, really.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to fight it out with West Ham. I think it's West Ham who's between those two on the last day. Forest have hit a bit of form now.
Definitely, but it's just like I said, this double leg semi-final against Villa.
Yeah, that could change
Forest Friday night 5-0 away win.
Yeah. They just absolutely battered them. I mean, Sunderland's really strong at home as well, and it's just like, where did that come from?
I can't believe it, because what baffled me was I turned the TV on late, literally about half hour in. I just almost forgot about the game, and then they just literally scored their fourth, and I was like, what the hell's happening there?
It was unbelievably dominant from the first.
I'm going early.
From the first whistle.
I'm going early.
Where are you going?
Sunderland are getting relegated next season.
Who are?
Sunderland are going down next season.
Yeah, good call. I mean,
could happen.
Yeah, good call.
They had a nice honeymoon period, which has seen them safe in the Premiership. But I think if we look at the last 10 to 12 games,
their home record.
Who was it who shared? Did one of you share something in that group about a manager looking to be moved on? Was it him?
I don't think
it wasn't
so.
Me. I don't think it was me.
Someone, I saw some clip. I think he's Sunderland looking at the chain room, so maybe they're seeing it like you, Super. I'm thinking he's done us a job this year, but
I know a manager. We can go on to a team whose manager I think should be chopped.
Who's that then?
We can look at Liverpool.
Well, he was there, mate. It was good football, wasn't it?
Good football.
Good result.
Good result. The result definitely was a good result. There was
Isaac Burt scoring goals, not bad.
There were spells, Isaac, but yeah, we're not creating anything for the guy.
Decent number 3 keeper.
Yeah, do you know what? We were watching him before the game warming up. Quite concerned by his kicking. And throughout the game, he weren't kicking. I saw Van Dijk going to take goal kicks. And I thought, he's not really a kicker. But you know what? Pulled off a couple of great saves on the day.
How can a keeper not be able to kick the ball?
He's not. He's not
like that. And the worst one in the league for me is Pope. But we'll go on to that after.
Yeah, he's not really a kicker, Banjo. He's not. He's and unfortunately, we've got.
Yeah, but what did you think of the incident? I mean, just played to the whistle.
They should have given a goal back. I mean, disgusting. And you know what? Moment of that match was a fan throwing the ball at Munoz's head.
Yeah, that was good. That was
good on it.
No, I didn't get to see the game.
So straight after the kick-off, we kicked it off. It was their throw. And as he's going to take it, Muniz, whatever his name is, some fan who had the ball just threw it straight, bang on the back of his head. It was peak.
Deserved it.
It was beautiful.
Deserved it. Cheap. And you know what? Glasner, bit of a weak excuse at the end of the game, saying if he was injured enough that he had to come off, we'd have gone back and scored. But we weren't.
Well, you had one back. You remember your one with De Gea a few years back, where they scored and they disallowed it?
Yes, yeah.
He went down completely, and he played on in the end as well. So, because they were saying, "Oh, look at him, he can't have been that injured because he played the rest of the game." It's irrelevant. In that moment, he's done. So sportsmanship should tell you stop the game. But
has there been a rule change in football?
Tell me which one, mate.
Well, I always thought it was a head injury. The game stops.
I think it is.
This guy was stopping the game every 5 minutes the other day.
No, it should be only head injury.
Yeah, well, it weren't only head injury. And Woodman, by the way, wasn't a head injury. But if you're going to let players that are going down with no head injury and you're stopping the game for that,
the game should carry on.
How can you not stop it for a goalkeeper?
Yeah,
that's right.
But he stopped it a few times. But I mean, cracking goal from Wirtz, right?
Oh, beautiful strike, beautiful clean. He played well. I mean, that pass for the second goal, the counter-attack goal, was superb. And look, guarantees us Champions League football now. I know we got a game against Man U.
I think it was always
Done,
guaranteed.
yeah.
I think Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, but on that note, so it's looking more likely that Slot stays.
Yeah.
It's
Till the
looking
end of the season.
likely Canate.
Wait a minute. Looking likely Slot stays.
That's the vibe we're getting from the club, yeah.
He's going to keep his job over the
Yeah,
summer.
that's
That's
the vibe we're getting. I mean,
certainly not what I want, but I think the vibe is Banjo that he's
Where's that? Like you say, the vibe from the club.
just everywhere. Just everywhere. It's been
Just
reported.
fans spreading rumours or what?
No, it's been reported everywhere on socials. On it's. I don't think there's going to be a change.
Well, that's
I mean,
listen,
when he got interviewed, he said, "Can't answer that. I'm here for the short term, mid term," and he answered it a little bit shoulders down, but. Yeah,
so what's the reason coming out? Any reason why?
No, just a couple of the main, the big kind of creditable journalists have said that there was too many kind of factors against this season, and they feel he deserves another go. That they haven't reeled them off, but
okay.
I think what they're looking at is Jota. We've had injuries.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
There's been
players that have settled,
which is fair to be honest.
Contracts coming to an end.
Is that fair?
I think the damning one they were saying is so many of the old school players are going, including Alisson maybe, and they're saying that if it was a new person coming in, they might have been willing to give him another or the new guy an opportunity, but because they're not, they're just thinking we're done here with Slot. Not in an awful way, but we're ready to move on. So. There's a lot of indications that he'll stay, but we'll have to wait and see, man.
How do you feel about that?
And as we're speaking, guys, as live, change it. Yeah. Looks like Judd Trump's on his way out too. In another sport.
Him I'm gutted about. I like Trump. Anyway.
Well, he's on his way out. But go
how
on.
do I feel about that, band?
Yeah, I know. We know what Super wants.
I mean, you asked me the question maybe about a month ago, and it was the first time that I'd really turned. For a long time, I was fighting everyone's corner. I kept saying to Super about it's the players as long as along with the manager, but I don't know. I'd like a change. I'll be honest. Okay. I'd like a change, but I don't know. In my stupid head, I'm thinking maybe what they're saying's got a little bit of substance. But the only thing I like, and this is where Super I hope agrees, and he didn't for a while, is. He said quite a while back, that he's lost the players and he's lost the dressing room. I don't think he has, Super. I think they're playing for him, like they are playing for him. Whether we agree with it or not, they're playing for him.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't watch Liverpool as much as you guys, but from the outside, for me, it doesn't look like he's lost the change room.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
I think he's had fallings out with a lot of players.
Maybe
the older ones, the old guard. But they're moving on anyway.
Talking to the old guard, band, the saddest thing maybe, and Super may rubber stamp it, is it might have been the last time we saw Salah at Anfield. Come off with his hamstring injury. He definitely ain't playing against you guys Sunday. So
that's a bit of a shame if that's the case to go out.
Yeah, I think out of the top 5 or 6 teams, the most uncertain summer's probably at Liverpool.
I think there's a few, Super. I think Chelsea.
Chelsea? Are you serious? What about Chelsea?
Yeah, I think with Liverpool.
United.
I think with Chelsea.
Well, United need to sort out the manager situation.
I think with Chelsea, you're going to see the management for sure. But I think with Liverpool, I think you're going to see, don't have the management, but I certainly think players in, players out. We're probably going to have the most movement, I think.
Yeah, United's going to have a lot of movement as well.
I'll be surprised if you don't see a lot of ins and outs.
We need what's funny,
and I think you're going to see players I think we're possibly going to see 1 or 2 players we wouldn't expect to see go.
Like who? Name them. We see McAllister,
Alisson.
Yeah,
I think you're possibly going to see the loss of 2 or 3 players that you wouldn't have thought they're on their way out.
Yeah, I mean, Ali's an interesting one recently with a year left, but McAllister, I thought for a long time now he was on his way.
And how much better did we look without Gravenberch at home?
Yeah, but you also, are we allowed to say Gakpo looks better the last 2 or 3 weeks or not?
Not really. What's he look better with, Rue? What's he look better with?
He's done all right.
Well, he
Danny,
doesn't
it
look
is
like
what
he's
it
going to
is.
score in a month for Sundays, that guy.
It is what it is.
So you say 2 or 3 are going to go who are not expected. Go on, then why? Why'd you say that?
What's that, Banjo?
Well, you're saying 2 or 3 players are
I
going to
think, I
leave.
think, I think. Firstly, to raise funds.
Okay.
I don't think that. I think we're back to having to sell to buy. And I think Slot himself came out with something like that.
Yeah, he
Not
did.
very recently. And I think they're looking at who can raise us money. And Allison can raise you some money. I think McAllister can raise you some money. Um,
There aren't many after that. I mean, Curtis Jones maybe.
Yeah.
Curtis Jones maybe, but
Harvey Elliott.
Yeah,
I
Joe
think
Gomez. I don't know. I mean, Harvey Elliott's
Curtis
an
Jones.
interesting one, yeah. But look, we'll have to wait and see. But I think what's funny is the end of the season will determine how many question marks across the board. Because if Arteta doesn't win anything, got a feeling he might go.
I don't think he's gone, Rue. No
Yeah,
matter
I
what,
think I think the hierarchy might want him to stay, but he might walk.
I can't see. You think
Takes
he'll
a lot
walk?
out of you, Super.
Managers
Takes a
don't
lot out of
walk,
you.
Rue. Managers don't walk, Rue.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's got a lot of money there to lose, but maybe
Rue,
you're
no
right.
managers walk. Tell me the last manager that walked.
I can't think, to be honest, mate. Maybe you got a
Kevin
point.
Keegan about 5 times.
Yeah.
But tell me a manager that walks in the modern game. In the last 4 or
Klopp
5 years.
walked. Klopp walked.
Who?
Klopp.
Yeah, Klopp went.
Well, coming towards towards the end of a contract, an end of a
Yeah,
you don't
but
renew a contract.
Arteta's 7 years doing the same thing. It kills you, man.
Yeah, but what I'm
Rest
saying,
of,
it's one thing renew and coming towards the end of your tether of like Iraola and
well,
Glasner
I
and
tell you
people
who
like
else might
they're
walk.
coming
Pep.
they're
Yeah.
coming to the end of contracts.
But Pep's a similar situation with as Klopp, isn't it?
I mean, how long's Arteta got left, do you reckon? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I think he'll have some of their fan base on his back. But yeah, not sure. I think the top 5 is as good as done.
yeah.
Can't see anyone out of the pack come in.
Some of these other leagues are interesting, aren't they? I mean, the Championship, if Southampton win tomorrow against Ipswich, I think 4 teams go into the last day with the potential to be automatically promoted. Unheard of.
Wow.
Unheard of. And one of them's Millwall.
Banjo, tell us
Imagine
about
West Ham
United
go
tonight.
when Millwall come up.
United
Well, did you
tonight.
hear what Wrexham were chanting, Ben?
What?
They were chanting to, no, not the Wrexham, Coventry were chanting to Wrexham fans, we're playing at Arsenal next season, you're playing at Tottenham, we're playing. It was lovely, like terrace banter that no other country does like ours, man.
Banjo, tell us a little bit about United tonight.
Yeah. That's funny. Got the 3 points, massive 3 points for us. I think that
Counter-attacking football at home.
No, where we started. No, let's be honest. When we started, first 10, 15 minutes, probably should have been 2-0 up. 2 off the lines. And then Brentford started to get a foothold on the game. We went 1-0 up with Casemiro. Going to miss him when he goes. And then Brentford started getting a foothold on the game. Then second half, we kind of like nullified them. But it was, listen, job done.
Did Thiago's Duracell batteries run out tonight or something? What was going on in front of goal with that guy?
I don't know, but he had 2 big opportunities. The first one, he should have hit first time. The second one, he let heaven come in. But United are still vulnerable at times. But going forward, some of the one-touch football and the way we open teams up and create chances, we're looking good. That's, but massive 3 points. Another assist for Bruno. Good to see Sesko get on the score sheet as well.
He's on 19 now, isn't he?
Something like that, yeah, 19. So
2 more to break the record in 4 games.
so. Yeah.
Who's got
Likely
that
to do
record?
it.
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne and Henry combined, yeah.
And to think
I mean,
he started the
he'll be
season in a
deserving.
deeper. Yeah, he started the season in a deeper role as well. He's just been brilliant.
Yeah.
But listen, big 3 points.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference between United and Chelsea at the moment is 11 points now. So that's almost
Second best manager in the world does the job.
Here we go again. So that's rubber stamped it. So I'm really, really pleased. We're just winning games. Since he's come in, we're winning games. We've dropped points, but I think if they did a league table since he came in, I think we'd be top. So
Says a lot, man.
So really, really pleased. I mean, what a turnaround!
If he did a league table from when he came in, they'd be top. So having one game a week.
It doesn't matter. So, come on, man.
What do you want to say?
Just give credit.
Listen. We've gone from 15th in the league.
I'll tell you what,
15th last season to third. I couldn't.
Banjo.
We were talking about this beginning of the season, and I was predicting 8th, and I was like, that's probably a realistic.
If your gran had balls.
There's no if. What? If what?
If your gran had balls.
Well, we're bringing the guy's grandparents into this.
Well, I'm just saying,
show some respect, man.
If should be his granddad.
But anyway, who said if?
For God's sake.
Did I say if?
Yeah.
If what then, you muppet?
Let's go. This week, let's have a quick preview. Champions League. So we've mentioned a bit about Arsenal, Atletico. Other side. So who comes through that tie? Let's put some bold predictions out there. Who's in the final out of them two?
Do you know what? Rue put a span in the works because I was watching Arsenal lately. I would have said they can't carry on playing like this. They'll get knocked out because Atletico looked good in the last round. But you've said that they've been really off form in the league. So
2 wins in 9. I just checked it. 2 wins in 9.
That's made me wonder now.
Right. So come on. Just one more.
I reckon PSG will outsmart buying over 2 legs.
Yeah. Listen, if PSG are. When PSG are on their game, they're the best in the world, I think.
I think you're going to see PSG Arsenal.
I think so.
No, I'm going PSG. I'm going Atletico.
Is that your heart or head there, man?
Well, listen, I'm going by logic as well. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, it could go either way.
Trying to make friends again. Trying to help our subscription, no doubt.
Trying to make friends with Simeone.
By alienating the Arsenal fans. So we
might get some Madristas or whatever they're called.
Yeah, we might get some Atletico fans or Argentinians or whatever. Listen, they got good forward. Don't forget that as well.
Yeah, well, they got 2. I've always liked Griezmann, but Alvarez is
Griezmann as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Scottish League, who wins it? One word now.
Hearts.
Rue's gone Hearts.
Come on, Hearts.
Banjo.
Rangers.
Just 1 second on that. 1 second. I have not watched a Scottish game in about 20 years, and I watched Hearts Hibs yesterday, purely absorbed with it. Like 2 men down Hibs. Yeah.
It's a good derby,
fighting,
by the way.
And then bang Hearts. Come on.
Okay.
I'd like Hearts to win it, obviously.
I'd love it.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be Rangers. They lost 3-2 at home yesterday against Motherwell. That's not
Celtic are the ones, isn't it? With Martin O'Neill.
That's not a good result there. No. Okay, Rue. Let's quickly run through some predictions.
Someone's at me this week, hey?
Hey!
Right, Rue.
So Ban said to me about...
Run through.
Ban said to me about 6 weeks ago, don't give up, Rue. Don't give up.
Yeah.
You know, don't give up, Rue. Right.
Keep going, Rue.
So, Brighton, Chelsea, me and you.
Rue.
Which one?
Just a summary.
All right. You got 5. He got 5. I got 9.
Go, Rue.
9 out of 10, bruv.
Big result.
Yeah.
So that puts Ban on 130.
Yeah.
My eyes fucking right. 130, 116 you, 111 me.
Okay. Game on.
Right. First, Ban, Friday, Leeds v Burnley.
Home win.
Yeah, just put down 3 home wins and let's move on.
Actually, no, wait a minute. You don't know what Rue wants.
No, I was going to go home. He's right, but he's playing mind games now. Leave him. He's trying. Super. Brentford, West Ham. First game on Saturday.
Oh, draw.
Is it me? You want me to call now?
Yeah.
Draw.
I agree. Draw as well.
Okay. Over to me, Newcastle.
Even though West Ham do need it more.
Yeah,
they do, but I think a draw will be a good result there. Newcastle v Brighton. I am going to go for away win. Is it bad?
I'm going with a draw. They can't keep losing.
I'm going to go for an away win. What did you go for, Rue?
Away win, my man. Right, back to
an away win.
He's following you now, you know that.
What do you mean I'm following him?
Wolves v Sunderland, bang.
Wolves v Sunderland. Draw. Again, I've gone for 3 draws.
I think I'm going to go for a home win.
Yeah, I'm doing the same as you, my man. I'm going home.
It's copying me now, Banjo.
I'm just
Go
being
on,
a genuine
go on.
soul. What to do?
The gap's just
Arsenal v Fulham, super.
Who?
Arsenal v Fulham.
Arsenal, home win.
Same. If might as well just if
Is it
all three
me
of us.
or
Yeah.
Bang?
You,
Is it
Roo,
me?
it's the same thing. It's going to be 3 home wins.
No, no.
No, he's not sure.
I'm going draw, mate. I'm going draw.
Oh, maybe you're the one who's trying to fall out with Arsenal fans, now, isn't it?
No, I just think this will be a tight.
Yeah.
Bang up to you, man.
I hope your brother-in-law's not listening. Hopefully he can't listen to this. Go on, next one.
Bam, you said home, yeah?
Yeah, home in Arsenal.
Okay, back
Your
to
call.
Bam.
Roo.
No, me now. Bournemouth v Palace. I'm going to go home win.
Keeping you up, Banjo.
Oh, yeah. Bournemouth for Palace. Okay, home win. Home win.
Yeah.
Yeah, home win.
Super.
Home
Home
win.
win. Man United, Liverpool, Bam.
Got to go with the boys and the form. Home win.
Home win.
Wow.
Is it me, Sue?
No, it's me. I'm going for an away win.
Yeah, of course
Away
you are.
win. I'm going for a draw.
Ah, that's interesting. Someone will be right.
1, 2, 3.
All of us other supers found faith in
Super
slot.
Villa v Tottenham.
Who? It's you, Roo. Oh, is
No,
it
it's
me?
you. It's you. Villa v Tottenham.
Villa v Tottenham. Oh,
Villa lost at the weekend.
yeah. Home win.
Home win. Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm going draw.
Wow.
Oh,
You go
home
for-
win. Home win.
Home win as well.
Banjo, have you gone for Tottenham to pick up any points in the last 10 weeks?
Well, if you don't notice, I've been creeping up high. The gap between us, me and you guys, have been getting bigger. That's because I've always gone against Tottenham and I've been
Well,
right.
not last week, it was it?
No, nearly.
Go on.
Chelsea v Forest with me. I'm going to go because I think Chelsea are going to start. I'm going to go home win.
Is it me?
Chelsea Forest.
Me?
Yes.
Home win.
Home win.
And last game, Everton v City. Bang.
Ooh. Away win. Away win.
Away win.
I'm going away as well. Perfect.
Okay.
That wraps
Let's
it up.
quickly round up, guys. Champs and chumps of the week.
Okay.
I know my chump. I know my chump, man. I don't know if you watched it last night. Did you see the Zaragoza keeper?
Oh, what? He punched that player. Yeah.
Fucking lost his head.
Yeah, I just read about it.
Fucking lost his head. Just went, knocked the geezer out.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zaragoza all day long.
Yeah, but why did that player annoy you?
I don't give a shit. Yeah, your professionalism should supersede any annoyance. Yeah,
That's right.
He's not playing again ever, that geezer.
No. Right. I've got mine. My
Who's your
champ.
Who's
My champ.
your champ?
My
Your
champ.
champ.
My champ is Vitor Pereira.
Yeah.
He's getting results, doing really, really well. Good results as well, scoring goals. My chump, it's just collective Spurs. And that is because, listen, they got to win. They won. Okay.
How can they be chumps on the week they won?
Because they were the way they were celebrating, all right?
Ooh.
They won a game of football and they were celebrating, but they don't realise West Ham won as well. No, listen.
You think it's Arsenal you don't like, Roo?
No, listen.
I think there's a little vendetta here.
Let me explain.
Wow.
The situation after those 90 minutes was worse before the game was played. Same points and a game less. And they remain in the bottom three.
They've won a game, though. Can't they be happy? They haven't won a game in 4 months. Can they not be happy?
And they've just got closer to being relegated.
Wow, Banjo. I'm shocked though, bro. That's a big bold
And they've
statement.
just got closer to being relegated and they're jumping up and down.
Chumps though, bro. Anyway,
Yes,
my
they got
champ-
closer to being relegated.
Yeah,
They were in a worse
I-
position.
I hear you up.
Game less.
It's funny now because my champ was, like I said before, an unsung hero who
Banjo, if you
may-
get egged this week, I don't blame the Spurs fans.
may have
Why
helped
are you
West Ham
encouraging them to egg me?
massively. I'm going
Someone's
with
going
Callum
to do it
Wilson.
I
now.
hope someone films it as well. But anyway, go on, Roo.
My champ's Callum Wilson, man. He comes off the bench, like professionalism at his highest order, scores a massive goal that could determine where West Ham end this season.
Okay.
Yours?
Oh, good question. Oh, all right. My champ of the week, I am going Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
4 FA Cup finals on the spin.
Yep.
Yeah.
The team goes, just phenomenal. And, amongst all this, like, us saying they haven't been at their level, they could still win the domestic treble this season, which is crazy in itself. Um,
Yep.
so Pep Guardiola, how he finds it year in, year out. Well, one or 2 years here and there, but even then they've always been somewhere or. But yeah, Pep. My chump of the week. It's a joint effort actually.
I would say something
Me and Rue.
stupid.
No, it's going to be between the right back Munoz and Glasner.
Okay, I'll
It's
take that.
just like it's borderline cheating.
But I'm going to go as far as to say that your statement there, in the 7 months I've been doing this, is the biggest shock that's ever come out of your mouth for me. I was not expecting that. I mean, I hear your rationale, but Jesus.
Well, Spurs.
As Super said for once, I agree. If they won a game of football,
You don't like them, Rue.
They're a step closer to be relegated.
Rue, let
Well,
me tell you something.
they might be trying to reach Leeds. They got 2 points
I
on
don't
Leeds,
know.
mate.
The fans and everything, they were over celebrating. I'm thinking the
I'll tell you
situation's
what,
slightly
Rue.
worse now.
Rue,
Go on.
last May, Banjo went for a day out,
Oh, yeah.
and
What you think? There's got something in it.
Oh, shit.
He thinks there's something
Man,
about it.
talk to us, bro.
but anyway, I will
Anyway,
let you make what you
conspiracy.
want of that. So yeah, I'll let you know. Like I said, I'll let you make what you want of that. But gents, thanks as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, pleasure.
Pleasure, boys.
And by the way, I want to put a shout out there. If any Tottenham or West Ham fans want to come on the show, reach out.
You spoke
get
to a
you on
few
here.
recently, and they were both fucking shitting themselves.
Let's get you on here. I want Spurs or West Ham fans. Come on. Let's have a Spurs or West Ham fan on the show.
Massive week of football again coming up. Let's
Can we
enjoy
get
it.
one?
It's going to be like that until the end now, Steve.
Can we get
Massive.
Can we get one of each for next Monday? Can we try and make that our challenge?
Yeah.
All right, let's try. Let's try. Let's try.
They can have a face off.
Now.
What's going on like? Isn't it like one of those boxing when the gloves are off?
It's going to be ridiculous.
Thanks,
Especially
gents.
if depends on how the results go.
Have a good week. Enjoy the football.
Yeah, you too. You too.
Take care, guys. Love you.
Take care, guys. Always a pleasure.